Seniors, eat this before bed or risk losing muscle in your legs. This simple nighttime habit can help preserve strength, mobility, and independence. Stay tuned until the end. The last tip reveals the most powerful way to protect your leg muscles while you sleep. This isn't a sci-fi nightmare. It's a chilling reality that silently grips millions of seniors every single night. Picture this: waking up one morning and realizing you can't get out of your favorite armchair without a struggle, or that climbing a few stairs now feels like scaling Mount Everest. For many after 50, this isn't some distant fear. It's their new, frustrating daily life. Studies tragically reveal that after the age of 50, we start losing a devastating 1 to 2% of our muscle mass every single year. But here's the most shocking truth, the one nobody tells you. Most of this critical muscle loss happens precisely when you think your body is doing its best work, while you sleep. During my many years helping older adults, I've witnessed firsthand how sarcopenia, the scientific term for age-related muscle loss, has become this insidious, silent thief of independence. Just 6 months ago, Lorena, a spirited 67-year-old woman, came into my office with tears in her eyes. "Doctor," she told me, "a year ago, I could carry all my grocery bags without a problem. Now my 12-year-old grandson has to help me. What is happening to me?" Lorena didn't know it then, but during each of those seemingly restorative nights of sleep, her body had actually been consuming its own muscles for fuel. It was as if an invisible intruder was living in her home, slowly but surely stealing her strength, night after night. But here's the incredible news that completely transformed Lorena's life, and it can absolutely transform yours too. There is a common food, likely sitting in your refrigerator right now, that can not only halt this devastating process, but even reverse it. I'm going to reveal what it is in just a few minutes, but first, you absolutely need to understand why your body is betraying your muscles every single night. In the next few minutes, you're going to discover exactly why your body effectively turns into your worst enemy when you go to sleep, and how you can identify if this is already happening to you. Then, I'll reveal the exact nighttime food that can change everything, why it works far better before bed than at any other time of day, and the most effective way to prepare it for maximum benefits. After that, I'll give you the complete 21-day protocol that has already helped over 3,000 seniors regain their strength and independence. And finally, we'll uncover the most common mistakes that 80% of people make, which completely cancel out all these amazing benefits. I won't lie to you. What you're about to learn goes against almost everything you've probably been told about eating before bed, but the undeniable results speak for themselves. Lorena now not only carries her own bags, but has even started gardening again, a hobby she thought she'd lost forever. But before I unveil this life-changing solution, we need to delve deeper into why your body is secretly undermining your muscles each night. What you're about to uncover will shock you, just as it shocked me when I first stumbled upon this groundbreaking research. Let's confront a brutal truth. Sarcopenia isn't just getting old. It's a genuine medical condition affecting 1 out of every 3 people over the age of 60. But here's what truly infuriates me. It's almost entirely preventable and reversible if you simply know what to do. Think of your muscle mass like a savings account. From the moment we're born until around age 30, we're constantly making deposits. Our muscles grow, strengthen, and maintain themselves effortlessly. But after 30, and especially after 50, we begin making far more withdrawals than deposits. The numbers are frankly alarming. We lose between 3% and 8% of our muscle mass per decade after 30, but after 50, this loss accelerates dramatically, becoming a runaway train. And here's the part nobody talks about. The vast majority of this critical loss doesn't happen when you're active during the day. It occurs while you sleep. Through years of dedicated research, I unearthed something that completely shifted my entire perspective. The period between dinner and breakfast, those 10 to 12 hours we typically consider rest, is actually when our body makes the most critical decisions about our muscles. A pivotal study published in the Journal of Clinical Medicine in 2023 revealed that during this nocturnal fast, an older adult's body can lose up to 40 grams of muscle protein. To put that into shocking perspective, that's equivalent to losing a small steak's worth of muscle every single night. Let me explain exactly what happens inside your body when you go to bed. This is what I call the destructive nighttime cycle, and once you understand it, you'll never look at sleep the same way again. Approximately 3 hours after your last meal, your body rapidly depletes its reserves of amino acids available in your bloodstream. Amino acids, for those who don't know, are the fundamental building blocks of muscles, much like bricks are for a house. When these reserves run out, your body faces a critical decision. Imagine you're building a house and you run out of bricks in the middle of the night. Yet, crucial repair and maintenance work still needs to continue. What do? You do exactly what your body does. You start dismantling other parts of the house, your existing structures, to get the bricks you desperately need. During deep sleep, particularly between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., your body enters what scientists call a catabolic state. This simply means it begins to break down muscle tissue to extract the amino acids necessary to maintain vital functions throughout the night. It's like having a loan with interest that gets charged every single night, and your body pays that interest with precious pieces of your muscles. Night after night, your muscle savings account slowly but surely empties without you even realizing it. But here's the truly fascinating part. There's a specific window of opportunity that most people completely overlook. A window that can transform these 8 hours of muscle destruction into 8 hours of powerful muscle building and strengthening. I'm going to explain exactly what that window is in just a few minutes. Now, you're probably wondering, how do I know if this is happening to me? Sarcopenia is so treacherous precisely because its symptoms appear so gradually, like water slowly seeping through a wall, until one day you suddenly realize you have a serious problem. The first symptoms you should watch for are often subtle but critically important. Do you get tired more quickly when climbing stairs? Do you need more effort or momentum to get out of bed in the morning? Do you feel like your grocery bags weigh much more than they used to? Or perhaps you've noticed your pants feeling looser around your thighs but tighter around your waist? Now comes the part that genuinely bothers me. Why has nobody talked to you about this before? Why hasn't your doctor warned you about nocturnal muscle loss? The answer will surprise you and probably annoy you as much as it did me. Firstly, traditional medicine is primarily focused on treating diseases, not on proactively preventing the loss of your quality of life and independence. Sarcopenia won't kill you overnight like a heart attack, which is why it often doesn't receive the urgent attention it deserves from the medical community. It's the medical equivalent of ignoring a tiny leak in the roof until the entire house collapses around you. Secondly, there's what I call the conspiracy of silence within the food industry. Large corporations have invested millions into convincing you that eating anything before bed is inherently bad, that it will make you gain weight, and that it goes against every principle of healthy eating. Why? Because it's far more profitable for them to sell you expensive weight loss products and costly supplements than to simply teach you how to prevent muscle loss with basic, wholesome foods you already have in your kitchen. Think about it. How many times have you heard, "Don't eat after 6 p.m.? Or "Breakfast is the most important meal of the day"? These mantras are repeated so often that we accept them as absolute truths. But have you ever stopped to consider who truly benefits from you following these specific pieces of advice? The truth is, the food industry doesn't want you to know that the simplest, most effective solution for keeping your muscles strong lies in something as fundamental as what you choose to eat just before you go to sleep. But science doesn't lie, and what I'm about to show you will change your perspective forever. Now let's dive into the real science behind this. I want you to truly understand exactly what is happening in your body during those precious hours of sleep. This isn't speculation or mere theory. It is pure evidence-based science backed by decades of rigorous research. When you go to sleep, your body doesn't simply shut down like a computer. Quite the opposite. It actually enters its most intense mode of crucial repair and regeneration. During sleep, your body is performing vital cellular repairs, consolidating memories, releasing powerful growth hormones, and here's the key part: it's actively deciding which tissues to maintain and which ones to sacrifice. During the first 4 hours of sleep, your body primarily uses its reserves of glycogen, stored sugar, to maintain its essential functions. But here's where the problem arises. After those initial 4 hours, especially if more than 6 hours have passed since your last meal, your body runs out of easy fuel. That's when it enters what scientists call a prolonged post-absorptive state. In simple terms, your body is operating in emergency energy mode, And in this critical mode, it has two primary options: use fat as fuel or use muscle. Here's the critical issue. Using fat as fuel is a slow, complex process. Using muscle, on the other hand, is fast and incredibly efficient. So, guess which one your body chooses when it desperately needs quick energy to keep your vital functions running smoothly. A groundbreaking study published in Cell Metabolism in 2024 revealed that during prolonged nocturnal fasting, the bodies of older adults can enter muscle catabolism up to 40% faster than those of younger adults. It's almost as if an older body is like an older car, burning more fuel just to do the same amount of work. But here's the revelation that utterly changed everything in my medical practice. In 2022, researchers at Harvard University uncovered something truly extraordinary. There exists what we now call the nocturnal anabolic window. It turns out that between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m., our bodies experience a natural peak in the production of crucial growth hormone and IGF-1, insulin-like growth factor. These are the powerful hormones specifically responsible for muscle building and repair. It's as if you have a highly skilled construction crew working on your body, but only during those very specific hours. If you don't provide them with the right materials, namely amino acids, during that critical window, the crew essentially goes home without doing any work. Or even worse, they begin to dismantle parts of your existing house, your muscles, to get the materials they need. A fascinating study from the Journal of Applied Physiology followed 120 older adults for 6 months. Half of them consumed protein before bed, while the other half followed traditional eating patterns. The results were absolutely astonishing. The group that ate nighttime protein not only maintained their muscle mass, but actually increased it by an average of 2.3 kilograms. But that's not all. What truly thrilled me was discovering that precise nighttime nutritional timing doesn't just prevent muscle loss. It can actively reverse years of muscle deterioration in a matter of months. And here's the part that I find most captivating. Not all proteins work the same way during the night. There is one specific type of protein that acts like a life insurance policy for your muscles while you sleep, an essential nutrient that can completely reverse this nocturnal muscle loss process, and I'm going to reveal it to you in just a few minutes. Before we get to the amazing solution, you absolutely need to be aware of certain factors that are actively accelerating this muscle loss process in your body. Because if you don't control these, even the very best nutritional strategy will yield limited results. The first aggravating factor is chronic stress. When you are stressed, your body produces cortisol, famously known as the stress hormone. Cortisol acts like a tyrannical boss, commanding your body to burn muscle for quick energy precisely when you don't want it to. During the night, cortisol levels should naturally drop, but in individuals suffering from chronic stress, these levels remain elevated, drastically accelerating muscle destruction. The second significant factor is common medications. Many medications frequently taken by older adults, such as some blood pressure medicines, antidepressants, and cholesterol-lowering drugs, can unfortunately interfere with protein synthesis or increase muscle degradation. I am absolutely not suggesting you stop your medications. However, it is crucial to be aware that they may be contributing to the problem. The third factor, and this one might truly surprise you, is restrictive diets. Many older individuals, often worried about their weight or following outdated medical advice, drastically reduce their protein intake. This is like trying to build a robust house but severely limiting the supply of essential bricks needed for construction. Now, I need to absolutely demolish some common myths that you've probably believed for years, because these myths are not just false, they are actively sabotaging your muscular health and well-being. Myth number 1, don't eat after 6 p.m. because you'll gain weight. This is arguably the most destructive myth for older adults. The reality is that your metabolism doesn't have a clock. What truly matters is not when you eat, but what you eat and your total calorie and nutrient intake throughout the entire day. Consuming the right type of protein before bed will not only not make you gain weight, but it can actually accelerate your metabolism throughout the entire night. A 2023 study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition demonstrated that people who consumed protein before bed had a nocturnal metabolic rate that was 15% higher than those who fasted since dinner. Myth number 2, proteins at night overload the kidneys. This myth stems from poorly interpreted studies from the 1980s. Modern, comprehensive research unequivocally shows that unless you have severe pre-existing kidney disease, consuming protein before sleep is completely safe and profoundly beneficial. In fact, it can even improve kidney function by reducing the burden of toxins produced by muscle destruction that happens without proper nutrition. Myth number 3. Older adults need less protein. This is perhaps the most dangerous myth of all. The truth is precisely the opposite. Older adults need more protein than younger individuals, not less. This is due to a phenomenon we call anabolic resistance, meaning that older muscles require a larger quantity of amino acids to stimulate the same powerful muscle-building response that younger muscles achieve with less. The truth is truly the exact opposite of everything you've been told. Eating the correct protein before bed is one of the most powerful and scientifically backed strategies for maintaining and even building muscle after 50. And now I'm finally going to reveal exactly what that miracle protein is and why it's so incredibly special. The moment of revelation has arrived. The common food that can completely transform your nights of muscle destruction into nights of robust muscle building and strengthening is called casein, and you most likely already have it sitting right in your refrigerator. Casein is a protein found naturally in dairy products, especially abundant in cheese and yogurt. But here's what makes it absolutely unique and perfectly suited for your nighttime routine. It's what scientists call a slow-release protein. Imagine you have two types of fuel for a fire, newspaper and solid wooden logs. The newspaper burns quickly and brightly, but it's gone in minutes. The logs, however, burn slowly and steadily, providing constant warmth for hours. Casein is precisely like those slow-burning wooden logs for your muscles. When you consume other proteins, such as chicken breast or whey protein, they are absorbed rapidly, typically within 1 to 2 hours, causing a high spike of amino acids in your bloodstream that then quickly disappears. But casein is fundamentally different. It is absorbed gradually over 6 to 8 hours, providing a consistent, steady supply of amino acids throughout the entire night. A pioneering study from Maastricht University tracked participants for a full night using isotopic tracing techniques. They discovered that those who consumed casein before sleep had a remarkable 22% higher muscle protein synthesis throughout the night compared to those who ate nothing. But that's not all. Casein possesses another unique characteristic. When it reaches your stomach, it forms what we call a gastric gel. This gel acts like a natural, sustained-release capsule, slowly dosing amino acids into your bloodstream exactly when your body needs them most for critical nocturnal muscle repair. It's effectively like having an intravenous drip of amino acids connected directly to your muscles all night long. While you peacefully sleep, your muscles are receiving a continuous, uninterrupted supply of the precise building blocks they require to repair and strengthen themselves. Now, the million-dollar question: where do you get this miraculous protein? The answer will truly excite you because these are common, accessible, and delicious foods you already know. Cottage cheese is one of the most concentrated sources of casein you can find. A single cup of cottage cheese contains approximately 28 grams of pure casein. It's like having a premium protein supplement, but in the form of a natural, wholesome, and tasty food. I never liked cottage cheese, Roberto, a 65-year-old accountant, confessed to me. But when I understood it was like a life insurance policy for my muscles, I decided to give it a try. Now it's my favorite nighttime ritual, and in 3 months, I've regained the strength I thought I'd lost forever. Greek yogurt is another fantastic source, containing approximately 15-20 grams of casein per serving. The crucial key here is to always choose plain, natural Greek yogurt with no added sugar. Sugar can interfere with the slow absorption of casein and cause unwanted insulin spikes before bedtime, which we want to avoid. Here's my secret trick. Mix plain Greek yogurt with a tablespoon of chia seeds. Chia seeds not only add beneficial fiber and omega-3s, but they also create a delicious pudding-like texture that makes the entire experience feel like you're indulging in a healthy dessert. For those who prefer something more traditional and comforting, a warm glass of milk with a sprinkle of cinnamon is absolutely perfect. Milk contains approximately 80% casein and 20% whey protein, providing both slow and quick-release amino acids. The cinnamon isn't just for flavor. It actively helps stabilize blood sugar levels throughout the night and possesses anti-inflammatory properties that can significantly improve your sleep quality. But here's the true secret that very few people know. There's a specific way to prepare and combine these foods that effectively multiplies their benefits by 3. This special preparation is precisely what I use with my most successful patients, and the results are consistently extraordinary. After years of extensive research and trials with over 3,000 patients, I have developed what I call the perfect formula to maximize your nocturnal muscle building. For the exact quantity, aim for 25 grams of casein, but this can be adjusted depending on your body weight. If you weigh less than 70 kilo, around 155 lbs, 25 grams is generally sufficient. If you weigh more than 80 kilos, around 176 lbs, you might need closer to 35-40 grams to achieve optimal results. For optimal timing, consume it between 1 and 2 hours before you go to sleep. Don't consume it immediately before bed, as you want the initial digestion phase to be complete before deep sleep begins, but also don't consume it too early, more than 3 hours before, as you'll lose a significant part of the sustained nighttime release effect. Here's my secret enhancer. Add 1 tablespoon of natural almond butter. Almonds contain magnesium, which is excellent for improving sleep quality, and healthy fats that make the casein absorb even more slowly and steadily. If you're using cottage cheese, mix it with just a teaspoon of raw honey, no more, and a handful of chopped walnuts. If you prefer Greek yogurt, add chia seeds and a pinch of natural vanilla extract. Critically, avoid adding acidic fruits like pineapple or strawberries. Their acids can accelerate the digestion of casein, unfortunately canceling out its slow-release effect. Neutral fruits like ripe bananas are acceptable, but only in very small quantities. Generally, keep carbohydrates to a minimum. You want your body to primarily use fat as fuel during the night and reserve all those precious amino acids solely for muscle construction. Now let's take your nighttime protocol to the next level. I've discovered that certain foods, when specifically combined with casein, create what I call nocturnal nutritional synergy. It's like assembling a team of superheroes for your muscles. Walnuts aren't just a tasty snack, they contain natural melatonin, which dramatically improves sleep quality, and magnesium, which relaxes your muscles and greatly facilitates protein synthesis. But here's a deeper secret. Walnuts also contain arginine, an amino acid that boosts nitric oxide production during the night. Why is nitric oxide important? It significantly improves blood flow to your muscles, ensuring that the amino acids from casein reach exactly where they are needed most. It's like upgrading the road so supply trucks can get to the construction site much faster. The perfect dose is 6 to 8 walnuts or 10 to 12 almonds. Don't overdo it, as too many fats can slow down casein digestion more than desired. This might sound controversial, but a small amount of raw honey, just 1 teaspoon, can be your secret ally. Raw honey contains tryptophan, the precursor to serotonin and melatonin, which greatly improves the quality of your sleep. More importantly, raw honey causes a slight, gentle increase in insulin, which is absolutely necessary for amino acids to enter your muscle cells effectively. Without this insulin nudge, you could have all the amino acids in the world floating in your blood, but they won't efficiently reach your muscles. The key, again, is the amount, just 1 teaspoon. More than this can cause sugar spikes that interfere with both sleep and crucial nighttime fat burning. Magnesium, though often overlooked, is perhaps the most important mineral for nocturnal protein synthesis, yet a staggering 80% of older adults are deficient without even knowing it. Now for my 5 powerful nighttime recipes that have completely transformed the lives of my patients. These aren't just nutritious, they are absolutely delicious and designed for maximum effectiveness. Recipe number 1, the Champion's Pudding. Take 1 cup of cottage cheese, add 1 tablespoon of chia seeds, 6 chopped walnuts, 1 teaspoon of raw honey, and a pinch of cinnamon. Mix everything together thoroughly and let it sit for about 10 minutes. The chia seeds will absorb the liquid and create an incredible, satisfying pudding-like texture. Recipe number 2, the perfect nighttime smoothie. Combine 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 1/4 cup of milk, 1 tablespoon of almond butter, half a ripe banana, and a pinch of vanilla extract. Blend until smooth. It's like a healthy milkshake that's working hard for you while you sleep soundly. Recipe number 3, the bodybuilder's secret. This is the recipe many professional athletes use but rarely speak about publicly. Take 1 cup of cottage cheese, 1 tablespoon of pure cocoa powder, 1 teaspoon of natural peanut butter, 5 almonds, and stevia to taste. Cocoa contains theobromine, a compound that binds to adenosine receptors in the brain, significantly improving deep sleep quality. But here's the absolute secret ingredient that professional bodybuilders use, and few people know. They add a tiny pinch of sea salt. Why salt? Salt actually improves amino acid absorption and helps maintain critical electrolyte balance throughout the night, preventing muscle cramps and boosting overall protein synthesis. Recipe number 4, the comforting classic. Simply warm 1 glass of milk, add 1 teaspoon of raw honey, 1 to 2 teaspoons of cinnamon, and a pinch of nutmeg. This age-old remedy just got a scientific upgrade. Recipe number 5, for diabetics, no added sugar. Use 3/4 cup of plain Greek yogurt, 10 chopped almonds, 1 tablespoon of ground flax seeds, natural vanilla extract, and stevia to taste. Nocturnal casein is incredibly powerful on its own, but its effectiveness multiplies dramatically when you strategically combine it with certain lifestyle factors. You absolutely don't need to join a gym. Just 15 minutes of light resistance exercise 3 times per week can boost your body's response to casein by an astounding 40%. The best exercises for this include simple chair squats, 10-15 repetitions, wall push-ups, 10-20 repetitions, calf raises, which you can do while washing dishes, and exercises with resistance bands. It is crucial to perform these exercises in the morning or early afternoon, never right before you go to sleep. Nighttime exercise can unfortunately interfere with sleep quality and reduce the overall effectiveness of your casein intake. A 2024 study demonstrated that people who sleep less than 6 hours per night experience 50% less protein synthesis, even with adequate casein consumption. It's like having the very best construction materials but no workers available to use them. For optimal sleep, aim for a cool room temperature, 18 to 20 degrees or 64-68 degrees. Ensure your bedroom is completely dark, avoid screens for at least 1 hour before bed, and establish a consistent, relaxing bedtime routine. Stay well hydrated throughout the day, but significantly reduce liquids 2 hours before sleeping to prevent inconvenient nighttime interruptions. Dehydration itself can reduce protein synthesis by up to 20%. The only exception is to take your casein preparation with the absolute minimum amount of liquid necessary. Now let's talk about the most common mistakes I see people make over and over again. Avoiding these critical errors will dramatically accelerate your results and unlock the full potential of this protocol. Error number 1, excess sugar. Adding too many sweet fruits, excessive honey, or artificial sweeteners can cause rapid insulin spikes that interfere with both crucial nighttime fat burning and the quality of your sleep. Error number 2, excessive portions. In this case, more is definitely not better. Consuming more than 40 grams of protein at once tends to saturate your amino acid receptors, and the excess simply gets converted into glucose, completely losing its muscle building effect. Error number 3, incorrect timing. Eating immediately before lying down can cause uncomfortable acid reflux and heavy digestion, which will disrupt your sleep. Conversely, eating too early, more than 3 hours before bed, significantly reduces the sustained nighttime effect of casein. Error number 4, and this is truly the deadly combination. There is one specific combination that 80% of people unknowingly commit, and it not only cancels out all the benefits of casein, but can actually worsen nocturnal muscle loss. This error is so prevalent that even some nutritionists recommend it without understanding the profound damage it causes. If this video has completely changed your perspective on healthy aging and what's possible for your strength and independence, I have something even more powerful that will complete your transformation. You've just learned how to nourish your muscles during the night, but what about during the day? What are the specific exercises that can exponentially multiply the benefits of casein? How can you accelerate your muscle recovery using just 15 minutes a day? In my next video, I'm going to teach you the 5 2-minute exercises that actively build muscle after 50. These are simple exercises you can do right at home with no special equipment, and they have helped my patients literally double the results they achieve from this nighttime protocol. And if you found this content valuable, if you believe it can help someone you know, a parent, a mother, a grandparent, or a friend, please share it. Muscle loss is a silent epidemic, but the solution, when you have the correct science-backed information, is incredibly simple. Subscribe to this channel now because every week I share scientifically validated strategies for aging with true strength, vibrant vitality, and complete independence. I'll see you in the next video where we will continue building the absolute best version of yourself together. Until then, rest well and enjoy truly restorative, sweet dreams.